Jess says, what apps would you recommend to edit your photos on your phone on both Android and iPhones that work on both phones? So Jess, when it comes to creating your content, we always go with the Adobe suite. They are the most built out platform, the most accessible, and yes, on the computer, on your desktop, you may have a slight learning curve for some of these programs if you want to get into the nitty-gritties of it, but they're very easy to use, and the phone apps, the mobile versions of these, are incredibly easy and user-friendly, so you do not have to learn the same techniques you would have to for the full version over on the desktop. So here's the deal. When it comes to Adobe, you can actually buy their CC, their Creative Cloud subscription, which is one low monthly fee, and you get all of their apps. That's video editing, photo editing, that is just so many apps. I don't even use all the apps because there are so many of them, but they are significantly better than Canva, than the other things that are out there to edit your photos. Highly recommend working with Adobe, and you can either purchase the individual apps or you can just pay the monthly fee and access everything, which is what I recommend. It is very cheap. It's less than my checkout cart for my business. Highly recommend. So Adobe's going to be very easy for you to use. You can actually cross over things in Adobe, so you can send it from one app to the next if you want to do some of your adjustments in Lightroom and then send it over to Photoshop. You can send some of your things into like their video editors and all those different things. They also continually add new apps to it. There's new podcasting apps that are just coming out inside of the Adobe suite you have access to. There's so many good things. I cannot recommend Adobe enough. It's what I use for all of my stuff. And like I said, you can learn a little bit more on the desktop version and you can become a professional photographer where you actually learn how to do your retouching, your local and your overall adjustments. You can do color corrections, you can do retouching of your skin, all of those things. On your desktop version, you do have to learn a little bit more there. On your phones, they actually limit a lot of those buttons because you do not need all of those on your mobile version. This is much more accessible to the everyday consumer. So this is going to be really easy for you to then do your local adjustments. So that's, some of your retouching, but your overall adjustments are very easy to do. There's just some sliders involved, very easy to click those buttons and decide what you want to do. You can set presets. You can also buy presets so that all you have to do is a one click, hit the play button, and it will add the preset to your photos to edit on your behalf. You don't even have to deal with the sliders and your contrast and your brightness and all of those different things. So Adobe is definitely going to be the one that you want to go with because they have so much functionality. Now, another nice thing about it is that it does go to the cloud. You do get some cloud space with this. So you can actually do this on multiple devices. You can start a project on your phone and finish it on your laptop. You can start on your laptop and finish it on your phone. If you have more than one phone, like I do, I've got a business phone and a personal phone, and I've got apps on both, I can cross over because it's all connected through my sign-in. So I can start on one device, finish on another device. I cannot tell you the number of times I have started to edit one of my videos on my laptop, and then I ran out of time. I had to go get in the car. I was not driving. I was a passenger, and I was able to finish my video that I had started on my laptop on my phone and get it posted without any stress. So it's really nice because it crosses over from all the different apps to the other apps, that it also allows you to cross over device to device to finish what you're doing. And then when you're done with it, you can just remove it from the cloud so you don't use up all your cloud space that comes with what you're doing inside of your subscription. So I always recommend going to Adobe first. This is going to be the best option for you. They built this technology. They're the ones that have been leading in this industry for years and years and years. The other people are just kind of trying to catch up to all of this. They don't have the features, they don't have the functions. Highly recommend the Adobe suite for this. And again, you can choose to do one app or the entire suite. It's well worth it to do the entire suite, even if you're only using a couple of the apps. If you're just using the video, if you're just using the photo, if you're just using Lightroom, it's worth it just for those three. But there are so many other apps that you can be using in addition to that to enhance what you're doing. And you don't have to use them right this second. You can learn, you can grow into them, you can use them when you need to. Even if you only need an app for like half a second, you can do it because it's right there. And like I said, they have design programs, so you can like create all the things you do in Canva so much easier inside of even something like Adobe Express. very easy to create in. You can schedule things to your social media inside of Adobe Express. You can use Lightroom, you can use Photoshop, you can use their Adobe Premiere Rush, you can use all their different features to do all the content creation. It's all housed within that one suite, which saves you time, saves you effort, saves you money, and gives you all of those crossover connections as well. Now, there are other things that you can be using, but they're also going to cost you a monthly fee to be able to access those and to use those. So if you're already paying a fee, I would rather see you invest into the Adobe Suite and use any or all of their apps and get access to all of them for basically the same as one of the other photo apps or two of the other photo apps that just are not up to par with the Adobe Suite. So that is my recommendation to you. I highly recommend it. It's very easy to use, and I've got tutorials on a lot of those over on my YouTube channel as well, so you can check out youtube.com/KMRobinson for more on those. If you got questions on anything inside of the Adobe Suite, please go ahead and drop those. I would love to get those answered for you.